One day, you will wake up and realize that most of your life was spent chasing things that never truly mattered. The scary part? That day might come too late. But today, this video from the Power of Wisdom might change that. Welcome to the Power of Wisdom. In today's video, titled "This Video Will Open Your Eyes," we're going to explore truths that most people ignore until life forces them to confront reality. These are not just ideas, they are wake-up calls. They are the kind of insights that can quietly transform how you think, how you act, and ultimately, how you live. Too often, we move through life on autopilot. We follow expectations, chase approval, and postpone happiness, believing that someday everything will fall into place. But what if someday never comes? What if the life you want depends on what you understand today? In this video from the Power of Wisdom, we'll break down 7 powerful truths that can reshape your mindset and help you see life more clearly than ever before. Let's begin. 1. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Here, at the Power of Wisdom, we must begin with a hard truth. There is no perfect moment, and yet most people spend years, sometimes decades, waiting for one. We tell ourselves, "I'll start when I'm ready," or "I'll do it when things calm down." But life rarely calms down. There is always another obstacle, another excuse, another reason to delay. Think about it. How many dreams have you postponed because conditions weren't ideal? How many opportunities slipped away while you were preparing instead of acting? The truth is, the perfect moment is an illusion. It's a mental trap that keeps you stuck in hesitation. Growth doesn't happen when everything is easy. It happens when you step forward despite uncertainty. Imagine someone who wants to start a business. They wait for more money, more knowledge, more confidence. Years pass and nothing changes. Meanwhile, someone else starts with less, struggles, learns, adapts, and eventually succeeds. The difference isn't talent, it's action. The Power of Wisdom reminds you, action creates clarity. You don't need to feel ready, you just need to begin. In your daily life, this means taking small steps. If you want to improve your health, don't wait for the perfect diet. Start with one better meal. If you want to grow professionally, don't wait for the perfect opportunity. Develop one skill today. The moment you stop waiting is the moment your life begins to move forward. Now that you understand why waiting holds you back, let's move to something even deeper, something that silently shapes your entire life. 2. Your environment is shaping you more than you realize. At the Power of Wisdom, we often emphasize that you are not just a product of your choices, you are also a product of your environment. Look around you. The people you spend time with, the content you consume, the conversations you engage in, they are all influencing your mindset. If you surround yourself with negativity, doubt, and limitation, you will slowly begin to think the same way, not because you want to, but because influence is subtle. Consider a simple example. If your friends constantly complain, over time, complaining feels normal. If your environment discourages ambition, your goals begin to shrink. But the opposite is also true. If you surround yourself with growth-minded individuals, your standards rise. If you expose yourself to positive, educational content, your thinking expands. The Power of Wisdom encourages you to become intentional about your environment. This doesn't mean you need to cut people off harshly. It means you need to protect your energy and choose what you allow into your mind. In practical terms, start by auditing your daily inputs. What do you watch? Who do you talk to? What kind of conversations dominate your day? Then make small adjustments. Follow inspiring voices. Spend time with people who challenge you to grow. reduce exposure to negativity. Your environment is not just a background, it is a force, and when you take control of it, you take control of your direction. Once you begin shaping your environment, you'll notice something else, something about time that most people fail to understand. 3. Time is your most valuable asset. At the Power of Wisdom, we say this often. Time is not just money, it is life itself. You can earn money back, you can recover from failure, but time, once it's gone forever. And yet people waste it every single day, scrolling endlessly, procrastinating, delaying what truly matters. The danger is not in wasting one day, the danger is in repeating that pattern until years disappear. Think about this. If you waste just 2 hours a day, that's over 700 hours a year. That's nearly a month of your life, gone. Now imagine what you could do with that time. Learn a new skill, build something meaningful, improve your health, strengthen your relationships. The Power of Wisdom wants you to see time differently, not as something you have plenty of, but as something you must protect. This doesn't mean you should never relax. Rest is important. But there's a difference between intentional rest and unconscious waste. In your daily life, start tracking how you spend your time. Even for 1 week, you might be surprised at what you discover. Then ask yourself, is this helping me become who I want to be? If the answer is no, it's time to make a change. As you begin valuing your time, another realization emerges, one that can be uncomfortable but incredibly freeing.
4. Not everyone will understand your journey. At the Power of Wisdom, we believe this is one of the most liberating truths you can accept. Not everyone will understand your goals. Not everyone will support your decisions, and that's okay. Too many people hold themselves back because they fear judgment. They worry about what others will say, think, or assume. But here's the reality. People judge based on their own limitations, not your potential. If you try to please everyone, you will lose yourself in the process. Imagine someone who wants to pursue a creative passion. Their family may not understand it, their friends may question it, but if they let those opinions control them, they will never explore their true path. The Power of Wisdom reminds you your life is your responsibility. This means you must learn to stand alone at times. You must trust your vision, even when others don't see it. In daily life, this might look like making decisions that feel uncomfortable, saying no when others expect yes, choosing growth over comfort, following your intuition instead of the crowd. Remember, those who truly matter will eventually understand, and those who don't were never meant to guide your path. And once you stop seeking approval, you unlock something powerful, the courage to face your greatest obstacle. 5. Fear is not the enemy. Avoidance is. At the Power of Wisdom, we want to change how you see fear. Most people think fear is something to eliminate, but fear is natural. It's a signal that you're stepping outside your comfort zone. The real problem is not fear, it's avoidance. When you avoid what scares you, you reinforce the belief that you can't handle it. But when you face it, even in small ways, you build confidence. Think about the first time you tried something difficult, public speaking, starting something new, taking a risk. It felt uncomfortable. But after doing it, you realized it wasn't as overwhelming as you imagined. That's how growth works. The Power of Wisdom encourages you to lean into fear, not run from it. In practical terms, take small risks daily. Do one thing that makes you uncomfortable. Reframe fear as a sign of growth. Over time, your comfort zone expands. What once felt impossible becomes normal. And that's how transformation happens, not in one big leap, but in consistent, courageous steps. As you begin facing fear, you'll notice something else changing: your perspective on success itself.
6. Success is built in the small, invisible moments. At the Power of Wisdom, we often highlight a truth that many overlook. Success is not created in big moments. It's built in small, consistent actions. People see the result, but they don't see the process. They see the success story, but not the early mornings, the late nights, the discipline, the repetition. Imagine someone who is physically fit. You see the result, but behind that result are hundreds of small decisions: choosing to exercise, choosing better food, staying consistent. The same applies to every area of life. The Power of Wisdom teaches that your daily habits are shaping your future. In your everyday life, this means focusing less on outcomes and more on actions. Show up, even when you don't feel like it. Stay consistent, even when progress feels slow. Trust the process, even when results aren't immediate. Small actions may feel insignificant in the moment, but over time, they compound into something powerful. And one day, what felt like effort becomes part of who you are. And finally, after understanding all of this, there is one last truth, the one that ties everything together. 7. Your life is happening now, not someday. At the Power of Wisdom, we end with the most important realization of all. Life is not something that starts later. It's not waiting for the right time. It's happening right now. Too many people postpone happiness. They say, "I'll be happy when I succeed. I'll enjoy life when things settle down." But life doesn't work that way. If you don't learn to appreciate the present, you will always feel like something is missing. This doesn't mean you stop striving for more. It means you learn to live fully while you grow. In practical terms, be present in your daily moments. Appreciate what you have while working for what you want. Stop delaying joy. Because one day, you'll look back and realize that these ordinary moments were actually your life. And that realization can either fill you with regret or gratitude. The choice is yours. If this video from the Power of Wisdom opened your eyes even a little, then don't let this moment pass. Take one idea from this video and apply it today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Because awareness without action changes nothing. If you found value in this video, make sure to like, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe to the Power of Wisdom for more insights that help you grow, think deeper, and live better. Your life is shaped by what you do next. Choose wisely.